Maximum YouTube kanalına hepiniz hoş geldiniz arkadaşlar. Telltale Games'in yapmış olduğu karşınızda Game of Thrones. 6 bölümlük Game of Thrones serisi var. Ne yazık ki Telltale Games ikinci sezona geçemedi oyunda. Ama ilk sezonunu beraber bir oynayalım istedim. Telltale Games galiba şirketi kapattığı için ikinci sezona geçmedi diye biliyorum ama yanlış hatırlıyor olabilirim. Onu söyleyeyim. Hadi bakalım, sizleri de daha fazla bekletmeyelim. Tyrion Lannister. Kuzeyliler asla unutmaz. Birinci bölümle karşınızdayız. Hikaye yapacağımız tercihlere göre şekillenecek. Forrester annesi binlerce yıl boyunca Stark annesine sadık kalmayı sürdürdü. Karanlık zamanlarda Forrester annesi kendi kaderini belirleyecekti. Westwood en karanlık olduğu zamanda onlar nadir Ironwood ağaçları yetiştiriyorlardı. Forrester hanesinin kaderi belirsiz. Bu arada şunu hemen bir şey var mı? Hemen söyleyeyim arkadaşlar. Daha önce ben bu oyunu oynadım. Daha önce bu oyunu oynayanları izlediğim, gördüm. Abi hepimiz çıldıracağız. Hepimiz sinirleneceğiz. Hepimiz bir şey, yani birini öldürmek isteyeceğiz. Öyle bir hal alacağız. Muhteşem Jaime Lannister, kral katil, yemin bozan, kuzeyin adamları tarafından diz çöktürüldü. Bizim karakterimiz hemen bu arkadaş. Şu an kılıcı alalım. Al bakalım yavrum kılıcı.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Go on, it's only blood.
Hop. Ben temizlerim aç.
Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest, why
Neden
not?
olmasın?
They don't give swords like that to pig farmers.
Yürü lan.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
So what really happened?
Peki gerçekten ne oldu?
Ask any man here and they'll say it was them.
You captured the Kingslayer.
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye.
Avucumun
And
içindeydi
round
diyor.
his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Kral geldi.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on
Lord
your
Forrester.
face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
You do it.
You're his squire. It's your job, not mine.
Tamam lan gidiyoruz.
Thank
Kralım.
you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Kralım
Norrin's
ben
family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. You've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your coat. Tonight we
Oradan getir.
celebrate.
Bu gece kutlama yapıyoruz. Kralım şarabı ben doldururdum ya.
To Robb Stark, the king in the north!
The king
Tomorrow,
Kuzeydeki
we march on
krala.
Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Buzdan demire ayrıldı.
Iron from ice!
Iron from ice.
Garrett,
Yes, my lord.
I need
Evet
you
lordum.
to keep an eye out
Roderick'e
for
göz kulak
Roderick.
olmanı istiyorum.
As his father, I could not be more proud of the man
Babası bile
he's
onun
become.
yükselmesiyle bu kadar gurur
In a
duyuyor.
night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's
Tabii
also
ki
the
lordum.
question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something
Bana mı
must be
lordum?
done.
With me, my lord.
You've served
Kendimi mi
House
alacaksınız?
Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You serve me well.
I seek nothing, my lord. Serving a noble house such as yours is reward enough.
You're far too modest, Garrett.
Whatever you
Fazla
believe is
alçak
best,
görünüyorsun,
my
Gareth.
lord.
There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise.
Umudunuzu
I won't let you down.
boşa çıkartmayacağım lordum.
But for now, keep this between us. We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go and find Roderick if you can.
Roderick'i
I will, my
hemen bulurum
Thank you.
lordum. Komutanım diyecektim.
Bloody hell.
Ya bunun karşısında oturan Roderick değil miydi?
Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Fine, but you owe me.
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
Kralımız sadakatini sorgulamasın.
Scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
Kötüsü de olabilir.
You'd better watch your tongue, Bowen. It could be much
What
worse.
the fuck do you know about it? Nothing is worse than Norin. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Don't get
İlk de
angry with
farklı
me.
değiliz.
We're no different, you and I.
Aye, but I'm not the son of a pig farmer. My father had dignity.
Ha, yürü git.
All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
I'm
Bu kadar
sick of
sızlanma
listening
artık.
to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
It's right over there.
Saldırdığımız kale de burası.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Beyler.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
Oo. Kanka içeriye
Don't
sızmışlar.
expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
Vallahi içeri sızmışlar baksana.
What's gotten into you? You're acting rather odd.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand.
Hayır
We
anlamıyorsun.
need to go.
Gitmeliyiz.
Take the fucking flagon already.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
We have
Lord
to
Forrester.
warn the others.
Good luck.
Gerizekalı. Ana gel diyoruz. Allah son anda bastım ha. Rodrik. Rodrik. Dün. Neye basıyorum? Rodrik zannettim.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Hop. Iron from ice. Aslan kankam sağ ol, Allah razı olsun. Ay, kral bunun altında kalıyordu galiba. Öyle hatırlıyordum ama yanlış hatırlıyor olabilirim. Diyecektim. Aynen. Çık oğlum hadi. Haydi. Rodrik kankam. Haydi oğlum. Ölüyor muyum? Lan. Bas. Oh. Dünyaları yaradı valla. Ay senin Rodrik'ine sıkayım. Rodrik ne var lan?
Good fucking riddance!
Rodrik diye.
Garrett, did you find Rodrik?
Rodrik öldü.
Speak up, Garrett!
Did you see him or not?
The Freys. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
I had to leave him. I had no other choice.
Başka şansım yoktu.
Find a weapon, quickly!
Al koş. Kırılım. Ulan hep bizim yüzümüzden birileri ölüyor.
Traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
Ben size yardım ederim. Lordum. Ne olursun kalk.
Seven hells.
We have to keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt
Bizi
us
köpek
down
gibi
like
avlayacaklar.
dogs.
Well, the phrase says time to run,
Oğlum. Kralım.
Guard this with your life.
Bunu canı
Till the
pahasına koruyun.
Tarihi, where it belongs.
Ona ait olduğu yere.
There's no time to waste. I'll
Tut
be
oğlum.
damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Well, the phrase says
You have to
about
go.
stage your
I will do as you command, my lord.
Benim için
You have
önemli.
served me well. I know I can count on you. Tell your uncle. Tell him the North Grove must never be lost. Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house may depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, it's those
Now
foresters.
go. On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
Kralım.
With love from the frey.
Koş olan koş. Ay inşallah telif yemeyiz. Arkadaşlar telif yemeyelim. Diyeceğim. Ayarlar. Müziği kapatıyorum. Geçemiyorum da. Siz hayal edin. Müziği hayal edin. Bu arada gerçekten söylüyorum. Oyun hani belli bir noktadan sonra bizi bir çıldırtma noktasına getirecek böyle. Yoracak bizi. Hepimiz buna da şahit olacağız. Game of Thrones. Ya keşke bu oyunun merhaba canım. Keşke bu oyunun devamı yapılabilseydi. Yapılacak mı ondan da emin değilim ama keşke yapılabilseydi. Çok çok iyi olacaktı ama tek sezonluk bir oyun oldu. Telltale'in böyle hikayeli oyun anlatımları güzel oyunları var. Onlara da bir bakarız hikayelere. Evet. Kankam niye sürekli hello diyor? Hello kankam. Aha. Türkçe'ye mi indirdik hello diyor.
Fresh.
Taze. Kanka. Reis'e nanayı yedik. Bundan değildir o. Ne oldu lan? Abi bak ben biliyorum ondan değil. Onu öldürdüler de ondan değil. Anacığım. Göz at kankam. Yük arabasına bir göz atalım.
That's father's car.
Bu babamın mı? Eyvah.
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for this. Winter may be coming, but at least he'll have his bacon.
Çok ilerlemezsem mi acaba?
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Bana göre bir şey... Babam...
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
Ben babamın yanına gitmek istiyorum.
I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
Starklar öldü mü?
Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter. None of your fucking business. We're gonna feed you to the fucking pigs.
Kanka
That sword's too big
kılıç
for you,
çekilirse
boy. You can barely pick it up.
sana girerim.
Off my land! This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
No.
I'll have that sword, boy.
Alırsın. Ama babayı. Al lan.
Fuck you.
You. Gel bakalım.
All right. Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
Al lan. Baltayı al,
really are a pig farm.
Baltayı al, baltayı. Oh. Kafaya geçirdim bir tane. Gel bakalım buraya. Cincik. Gel bakayım oğlum. Gel bakayım oğlum. Allah kılıcı. Kankam yapma. Bunu yapma kankam. Kanka öldür. Kanka. O ölecek.
Mercy. Please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Sen benim babama merhamet gösterdin mi?
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this.
Gel lan buraya.
Much I promise.
Kanka şunu sallayamıyor muyuz hemen hızlı hızlı kafasına atsak?
Father?
Garrett, you survived.
Kurtulmuşsun.
Your
Geralt.
sister.
Kardeşim.
She hid.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I tried to stop them.
Babacım toprağın bol olsun. Işıklar içinde uyu babam.
I'll kill the men who did this.
O sarının kellesini alacağım da işte alamıyoruz ki. Ah Telltale. Sana en çok sövdüğüm nokta bu. Abi yap bir sezon daha yap. Sarı dingilin. Neyse konuşmak istemiyorum daha
It's
fazla.
Garrett. Get the castellan. Tell him his nephew survived.
Hop düştük bayıldık.
Garrett!
Geralt.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Bu aile.
2 Whitehill soldiers and a Bolton.
They killed my family. And for what?
Ailemi katlettiler.
My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have
Kardeşim daha
happened
8
with the Starks
yaşındaydı.
in power. It's unimaginable, unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you.
I'd do it again if I had
Elimde
the
olsa
chance.
tekrar
If we
yapardım.
don't respond with strength, they won't stop until they have everything. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Ay yapma. Yapma. Yapma. Ey yapma. Yapma. Umarım sıkıntı yaşamayız YouTube'da. Ay.
To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Roderick and Lord Forrester. We can avenge them.
And attack House Frey. Now is the time to find allies, not enemies. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now. Although he is young, and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Roderick çoktan
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
verebiliyorum.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
Tamam. Bakayım. Lord'un makamı. Bakabilir misin kardeşim? Teşekkürler. Vay vay vay. Dışarı bakayım.
The Ironwood Grove.
Ironwood Koru. Evet kardeş. Kalkana bir göz at.
An Ironwood shield.
The strongest wood in the known world.
Bilinen en güçlü orman burasıymış.
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
Kanka ben bir şey söyleyecektim de kestim galiba. Ay. Mira.
Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Mira'yı eve getirirler mi?
Forrester.
Lady Forrester.
She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Talia and Ethan.
Hala.
I suppose Lord Ethan now. Asher.
Asher.
Exiled to Westeros, unfortunately.
Essos'a sürgün edilmiş.
Ryan. Never
Ryan.
easy being the fourth-born son.
Roderick.
He was our best warrior by far.
Roderick bizim
Lord
yüzümüzden
Forrester.
düştü ula.
It was an honor to squire for him.
Senin Roderick diye bağırmandan
Reckon
düştü. Adamın dikkatini dağıttık.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Kanka kılıcı göster.
It's a good thing you've done, bringing that back to House Forrester.
Kral
By
söyledi
right,
oğlum.
that belongs to Lord Ethan now. That sword has been handed down through 50 generations of Forresters.
Bir malzemelere bakalım.
Rather
Tanrım.
cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
Kanka iğrençler ya. Kusura bakma da yani. Benimle biraz konuşalım gel.
I'll admit. Did your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
White Healer neden bizden
Why
nefret
do the
ediyor?
White Hills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as
İki
long
aile
as
arasında
anyone can
diyor.
remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which
Sısımlık
led
var.
to more killings of someone's, and then, well, here we are.
Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
Yeni
Why
lord kim
Ethan,
olacak?
of course.
Neden? Ethan tabii ki.
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
Bana ne olacak?
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although given the circumstances of your circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord
Why
Ethan
Lord
to
Ethan?
decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady
Aha.
Forrester.
Lady Forrest geldi.
Welcome home, Garrett.
Bir de Talia.
We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett,
Ayla.
I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family...
Ailen. Kusura bakma Talia.
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Ben de.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
Sen büyü. Seninle bir aile kurarız Talia.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm
ne
sure
kadar
Lady
kötü
Forrester would
düşüncelerim
like
var
to
ya.
know. Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
I'm sorry, my lady. Nothing could be done to save him.
He was House Forrester's best.
Gerçekten
This has been so
at düştü lan
incredibly
adamın
difficult
üstüne.
for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
He mentioned something about the North Grove.
The North Grove? What of it?
He said, the North Grove must never be lost.
The North Grove. Interesting.
I see. You have the Forester's sword.
Aa kılıç bende.
This belongs
Ulan
with
ben
Ethan
bunu
now.
söylemeyecektim
He's
galiba
the
buna.
new lord of the house.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too
Aha
dangerous,
geldiler.
especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
Against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
We're the ones who should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forrester land.
They killed my family.
And they'll pay for what they've done. That much I promise. But now is not the time for vengeance.
It's not now. When?
Doğru söylüyorum. Ne zaman oğlum?
Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
They deserve to die. All of them. I say we fight.
Ha! Listen to your nephew. He speaks sense.
With what army? Our best men were killed at the Twins, along with our lord.
Then what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this will accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
Ben
I'm not
yanlış bir şey
faulting
yapmadım
him
ki
for
ya.
what he did.
I've done nothing wrong.
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is
İyi
why
de
you
ben bir şey
cannot
yapmadım
stay.
ki. Oğlum ailemi katlettiler. Lan bu ne biçim amca be.
Duncan, the boy has suffered
Beni
enough.
You can't
gönderemezsin.
send me away.
We have no choice, Garrett.
Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution.
Benim yerim burası.
My place is here. Who will defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
I'll do what's asked of me.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
Yapacağım o zaman. Yapacak bir şey yok.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
Benim gibi amcanım ben. Gerçi adam da haklı. Ordu yok. En iyi savaşçılarımız öldü. Kral öldü. Kraldan sonra gelecek adam öldü.
I would. And God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay. But Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
Elimden kalan tek şey
We're the only
sensin.
family I have left.
Elimden kalan son kişi.
In my heart, I know I'll see you again.
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
What?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
Where is the North Grove?
Neresi oğlum?
That
Kuzey Kore.
I cannot say. Not yet, at least. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. You haven't told anyone else, have you? This is important, Garrett.
Kimseye söylemedim.
No one.
Then Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. But from this day forward, this must be our secret. Soon I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may
Yalan
very well be
söyledik.
vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
Lanet olsun be. Böyle sisteme.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
From ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the war will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
Amcama yalan söylemek zorunda kaldım. Lap diye kadına söyledik ya. Kraliçeye.
Garrett, wait!
Dahil ya.
Be safe.
Ben de tatlım. Başımıza çok kötü şeyler gelecek. Bu daha başlangıç. Ethan.
Ethan!
Ethan'a bak. Kral olacaksın oğlum sen. Kral oldun hatta.
I couldn't find him. Could you?
He hides too well, and if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
Where Roderick?
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself.
He doesn't know me, or what I'm capable of.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Ama en çok Roderick'e üzüldüm be. At düştü la adamın
You
üzerine.
weren't
At.
born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that.
Asi.
Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
I don't want to get angry, but I may have to. Father did sometimes.
But you're nice. Everybody says that about you.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
That's not how it works.
Well, that's how it should work. You are the lord.
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
Why? On your feet. Hadi bakalım Ethan. Yallah salona.
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding
Aha geldiler.
justice.
Aha geldiler.
Can't he meet with Duncan?
Yedik.
He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Mecbur gideceğiz oğlum. Git oğlum git. Öyle de böyle de gideceğiz.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Arkadaşlar hazırsanız başlıyoruz. Geldi tipini.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother.
Sağ ol.
The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
Bak.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
Bir kahraman olarak
My
öldü.
father died a hero, fighting for the North against traitors and oath-breakers.
Aye. And look where that got him. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight,
Ekmek
Lord
ve
Whitehill.
tuz
I
getirin.
promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the North now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
We all serve House Bolton now.
I'm not finished! Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Your man, the squire. We were
Adamın
minding our own
yaver.
business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
No reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was
Her
defending
adamın
his
yapacağını
family as
yaptı.
any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
Ben hallettim.
Took care of it. He received his punishment and it's done. He's gone.
What? Gone? That was my justice to deliver, boy, and you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
Nelerim
What kind
yükseliyor
of
şu an.
fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Vay annem.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
I've
Yeteri
heard
kadar
enough,
dinledim.
Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights his word is law here. If that displeases you, Then I trust you can find the door.
Oy annem.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Yapmazsan namertsin lan. Senin var ya kelleni alacağım.
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Hadi bakalım.
Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Bak bakayım ne var içinde kız.
Ethan made this for me.
Ethan güzel yapmış ha. Başka ne var canım?
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Ah Essos'u bir bilsen.
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
Mektuba bakalım. Oku bakayım canım.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Bu ne canım?
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
Roderick'ten bir hediyeymiş. Ah Roderick.
I hope to see them all someday.
İnşallah. Evet. Anneden mektup.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf.
Lady Marjorie'den yardım bekleyeceğiz.
And can be a powerful
Yardım
ally,
isteyeceğiz.
especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Ama ne yaparsak yapalım çok fazla bir şey olmuyor ya. Hani aman aman bir değişikliğe gitmiyor ne yazık ki.
Oh, sorry milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Later would be best.
Of course.
Ona gel. Aha. Lady Marjorie.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
Konuşmamız gereken bir konu var. Benim de sizinle konuşmam gereken bir konu var. Majesteleri. Lady'm.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Evet evet biz iyi bir arkadaşız.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together.
Nasıl?
You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the royal sept.
Cersei
She
sıkıştırmış
mentioned
bunu.
the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Valla deneyeceğim valla.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us. You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
Hadi bakalım. Cersei'nin karşısına geçelim.
You can do this.
Bunu yapabilirsin. İnsanlar da var la. Lady'm.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Mira'yı takdim edeyim. Mira'cığım.
Your Grace. The girl knows her courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
Hainlerle dolu bir hani. Hatırlıyorum majesteleri.
They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances.
Kızım ne yapayım? Uyuna git dedi. Uyuna gidiyorum. Yoksa ben bunları söyler miyim? Ağzına sıçarım.
But I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Our talent is unrivaled, Your Grace. Forrester Ironwood is highly sought after in the Seven Kingdoms.
So I'm told. It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
I won't dishonor myself, Your Grace.
Kendimi küçük düşürmeyeceğim majesteleri.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war?
Ya bunlar arkadaşlar bu arada bunlar bir gram yardım etmiyor ha, haberiniz olsun da. Yani ben şu an ne desem yardım etmeyecekler.
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define.
Yanlış bir şey seçtim
The city
galiba.
alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Ama diğer seçenekler çok saçmaydı ya.
If your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let
would...
the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Yes ulan. Sanki çok yardımcı olacaksınız gibi.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
Bu arada bir gram bir şey değişmiyor arkadaşlar.
These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
These are trying times, my lord. My family fears what might happen now that the Boltons rule the north.
They must still answer to the crown. You shouldn't forget that, nor should they. That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard.
Ay yanlış.
You can help my family.
I suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Yürüyün lan. Bir gram yardım etmiyorsunuz. Buraya oynamak istemiyorum ben normalde de. Önce oynadım çünkü arkadaşlar yani yok.
Mira,
Sıkıntılı.
I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
It didn't go very well.
I'm sorry. Cersei is known for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's
Sarah.
true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper. I'm told he has a paramour.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands.
Why?
Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and... What are you doing?
Aha geldi. Ağzıma sıçacak şimdi.
Well?
It wasn't me, my lady.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira.
Memnun kaldı da sen kalmadın.
It's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen. Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Şimdi Tyrion'un bize tekliflerini kabul etmiyoruz.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family.
O zaman bir şeyler yapın.
I do
Yardımcı olun.
appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my
Size
lady.
Ironwood'dan parça
There's
verelim.
been something on my mind. Something important.
Ya da Ironwood'u vuracağım lan.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
Söyle kaldı.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
Vallahi kraliçem. Yapacak bir şey yok.
That
Ne
is
olursun.
no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
My mother feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Bir kuzgun göndereceğim aileme. Mektup yazacağım. Kraliçe konuşacak. Lady Margaret. Konuşmayı deneyecek. Evet. Geldik Tatarana. Ay. Lan. At kaçtı la.
Seven hells.
Yedi cehennem.
Let's play a little game, shall we?
Aha.
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Ay doğruyorlar
Not
herif ya.
my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen.
Psikopat ya.
There. Hear that? I know I heard something.
Koşarsam sıkıntı yaşarım. Sessiz ol.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Koşarsam peşime düşerler. Hadi bakalım yürü. Ay. Deriyi sökmüş almış oradan ya.
Lord Ethan.
Lord Ethan.
As I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester lords stand behind you. Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn.
These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Yeni muhafız seçeceğiz. Ya abi baksana, bu çok gaddar ya.
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Zor günlerde adama ihtiyacımız var.
Lord
Adam...
Ethan. Mate.
Who is this man?
Kim bu adam?
Craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed. We all fucking know it.
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
You stole from us.
I feared for my life. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Dur be oğlum. Ne vuruyorsun adama?
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling.
Doğru söylüyor.
We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
Bu işte hep
Say
beraber.
that,
Hep
but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they
İnsanlar
cannot do whatever
gergin.
the fuck
Zaten
they
aynı.
please. Their Lord will not permit it.
We can send him to the wall.
The man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserve to him. Make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to the wall.
Ne veriyoruz? Ne karar veriyoruz?
If you
Susunlar.
punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He's also a father, trying to help his children after we failed him. I cannot punish a man for our negligence.
You're rewarding a man who has no loyalty or honor.
My
Çok
lord,
tepki aldık
we
ha.
must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
İnşallah unutmazsın kanka. Zor zamanlardayız diye seni duvara göndermek istemedim.
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due. Not just yourself, of course.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Doğru olanı mı yaptın?
Loyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance.
Ben kimi seçerdin kanka?
There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to see.
I'll make
Doğru
the right
tercih
choice
yapacağım.
as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Hadi yaylan. Çok yardımcı oldun ha. Kanka bu adam çok agresif ya. Asarımı keserimi çok söylüyor. Ama diğerine de ben güvenmiyorum. Gel bakalım. İlk önce seninle konuşalım. Kardeş.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
Duncan.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
Ama bir şey söyleyeceğim bak. Babam yani kral ölmeden önce Yaver'e dedi ki amcana söyle kuzey korusunu korusun dedi. Demek ki babam bu adama güveniyor.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight.
Geralt'ı neden yolladın?
To ask, why did you send Garrett away?
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the Whitehills. I only hope to give you an advantage.
Beni baltıladın.
You had your reasons, but nonetheless, you undermined my authority. I can't have that happen again.
It won't, my lord. You have my word.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
Çünkü benimle konuşmadın ki. Kendi kafana göre yolladın herifi.
Slash right. That means now.
Ya diğeri de çok sert abi ya. Diğeri biz ölürüz yani. Savaşta ölürüz. Lan ne haber?
Sword
Konuşalım.
up. Swing left.
Ya
Parry.
sen aslında iyi adamsın da çok agresifsin
I
ya.
didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
You do. And it's good you came to me.
I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the Whitehills.
Evet, bu konuda
I
haklı.
would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud.
Duncan Tuttle is a good
Duncan
man.
Tuttle
Aye, a
diyor.
fine man. Wise even. But he has no business being sentinel. He likes to talk.
But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision?
Bugün halledeceğim.
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Seni seçmek çok istiyorum ama sen çok agresif bir adamsın ya. Bir de bir şey soracağım sana. Gel bakayım.
Yes, my lord.
Savunmalarımız nasıl?
What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot, ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Nasıl yapacağız abi?
I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, my lord. And I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Abi şimdi bak. Babamız Duncan'a çok güveniyordu. Duncan'a hatta mesaj ilettirdi. Tamam mı? Neden babam bu adama gönderttirmedi? Babamın bildiği bir şey var diye düşünüyorum ben. Ben hala babamın bir şey bildiğini düşünüyorum. Babamın buna daha çok güvendiğini düşünüyorum.
Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
Söyleyeceğim ona.
Maester?
Üstad.
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
Hazırım yavrum.
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Babam buna güveniyordu çünkü bu akıllı bir adam, sakin bir adam, ne yapacağını bilen bir adam. Ve babamla bunun ortak bildiği bir sır var. Kuzey Koru diye bir şey var. Kimsenin doğru düzgün bilmediği. Çok affedersiniz.
You may sit.
Oturun.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
İkiniz de değerlisiniz.
Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be
Lan kes bir ya.
Many
Allah
thought
Allah.
either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision. Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle! This is reckless! Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Lan sana da babam için güveniyorum ha.
Sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate.
Biliyoruz oğlum.
Answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council.
Let Sir Royland speak. I'd like to hear what he has to say. Sir Royland.
No. You chose your sentinel. He should speak on this.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The
Bu
Bolton
konuda haklı.
sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
Çocuğum da kimse bana şey yapmıyor.
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
We all must agree on the plan. We cannot leave until we have a consensus.
Ugh.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain
Kanka
with.
yapacağımız bir şey var mı?
Maester
Pazarlık
Ortengrin
edeceğiz.
has swayed me. We will offer the Boltons a share of the ironwood, and we will promise our people to harvest it, thus securing their safety.
As Sentinel and Castellan, I must warn against this. You may do this for some gain now, but in the end, it will starve this house.
If we don't, there may be no House Forrester at all.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival.
We could offer him the ironwood in the courtyard.
My lord, making this kind of offer outright may simply embolden Ramsay. There could be trouble, and all the house will be there to see it. Meet him in the hall. It will be more private, and he will not have an audience to play against you.
Lord Ethan?
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
Büyük salona davet edeceğim.
Wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Sana son kez söylüyorum. Otur.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall.
And we will offer the ironwood, providing a safe future for this house.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
Anneciğim sürekli destek çıkıyor yavrum.
My lord, you have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house. Forgive me.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Why would you bring him back after you exiled him?
He exiled himself. He has no desire to rule. Asher is volatile, but that is his strength too.
Asher'ı geri çağıracağız.
Miller's boy, how he tormented you. I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
Asher is dangerous and unpredictable. His presence could help or hurt.
Having another sword at your side always helps, especially now.
Tamam, kabul ediyorum.
I'm trying to do what's best for this family. What this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Yürü yavrum.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
Mira. İncele. O neyin anahtarı, o neyin şeyi? Anahtarı al. Geri bırak ya. Biz bir şey almayalım abi.
Marjorie? Oh.
O şeyi de almayacağım.
Lady
Euro.
Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know.
Başımız belaya girmesin.
Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you.
Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever...
Aha, geldi. Evet.
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
What did King Joffrey say, my lady?
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
This is kılıcım.
You've nothing to say? This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Nedim.
Soon I will be queen. And maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now...
Zaten yardım etmeyeceğinizi biliyorum da.
We must both be cautious.
Yine de...
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Bir kuzgun daha göndereceğim aileme.
Milady.
Ne istiyorsun lan?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
It's too dangerous for me right now. And for you as well.
You needn't worry about me. I can take care of myself. Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Oğlum sen ne yapabileceksin ya?
I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
Ne bakıyorsun oğlum? Hiç mi güzel kadın görmedin? Aha.
Sir Royland. He should be here. The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Geldi. Dalda taklar.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I'd want to be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of
Thank
the
you,
Warden
lad.
of the...
That's enough.
Ne istiyorsun
Who
lan?
is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, shall we begin? We do not wish to waste your time.
I'm afraid it's too late for that. Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token for the new Warden of the North.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsmen.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much.
Your father will appreciate it, I hope. Our ironwood is highly sought after.
My father is not so easily impressed.
Ne desem tersini söylüyorsun. Baltara.
Bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. It seems the Foresters have a talent for something after all.
Lord Ramsay, we have another gift. We'd like to offer to your father. There are several ironwood groves along the borders of our land, all producing tall, strong trees. We'd like to give your father 2 of these groves in tribute.
Give him? He is your warden. What's yours is already his. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see.
Her şeyi, hiçbir şeyi.
First,
Kapat.
let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. And I care even less about a bunch of trees on some far-off hill. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. 1 Whitehill soldier dead. 1 Bolton.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone.
O zaman ne uğraştırıyorsun oğlum?
We'll be taking control of your ironwood from this day forward.
What? What? The ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
We have loyal craftsmen who make the finest weapons. The Whitehills have no such craftsmen. Do you want ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan!
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
Whitehill men? Never.
It's already done. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do me.
Hayda.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forrester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
Ya
She's quite
sen
pretty,
nasıl...
your sister.
Ne var ulan?
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the bold lord?
Aha.
What have you done?
But I don't want a bold lord. Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan!
You fucking bastard!
No!
I knew you'd bend the knee eventually.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward.
No!
Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the mace so quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let him go!
Stop that! Ryan,
Stop it!
Let me go! Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Aha. Ethan öldü. Ya var ya. Hikayen burada başlıyor. Bir sonraki bölümde. Evet arkadaşlar. Bir sonraki bölümde kaldığımız yerden devam ederiz.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He
Şu an bir
saved
özet
Talia's
geçiyor
life.
ikinci bölüm
He'll
için.
be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
İkinci bölümde
Those
Jon
who
Snow
will
abi.
not stop until Ethan is avenged.
Aha.
Until
eşek.
Ryan is home again. Our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
Evet arkadaşlar. Bir sonraki Game of Thrones bölümünde tekrar görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın.